Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 60 of my gameplay series on No Man's Land. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to No Man's Land. This episode, I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna go with, hopefully this episode is not a disaster like the last one. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have any reason to believe it would be a disaster, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So you can be able to make that? Anyhow, what we got going on? So, weeds. Yeah, these all had weeds. I took care of them, getting this one weeded here. This guy's working on that. I'm also over here. Getting lime spread on this section that I put down. I know you don't need lime for like the grass portion of things, but anyhow, so this field here is done. It's been extended. This is the grass field, so I'm just getting lime on it. I limed this field as well, so no lime required. 2 fertilizer states all around except for obviously right here. And yeah, that's kind of what I got. So I might as well keep working on this, I guess. You can do it. Just wasted like ton of lime there, but it's fine. Anyhow, so today in this episode, we should be doing cotton. That would be my goal, is to harvest cotton this episode, do a big cotton harvest, see what we're going to get off it. I don't know if we'll necessarily sell it this episode, but I'd hope so. And we're also going to sell more silage and stuff like that. We'll take a look. So I haven't been on No Man's Land, I feel like, in forever. This work week for me that I just got done, I worked a 14-hour day and a couple other crazy days as well, and yeah, today's my day off, and I went in today at 4 a.m. from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. to help cover, and it was just, yeah, it's been crazy for me. So let's take a look and kind of look at what we got in storage and everything like that. I hardly remember it, I feel like. Sugar beets, those we need to transport to the BGA, the new BGA, that is. TMR, it's all fine. Nothing else that I see we need to deal with. Pellets, nope, okay. Yeah, so let's go over, check animals out. Sheep, doing fine. Pigs, doing fine. We'll probably end up selling some. Those hopefully should start emptying out soon, so we can hopefully eat through this quickly. Chickens are doing fine. Cows are almost topped out. We'll probably end up selling 4 cows in this episode. At some point, I do want to get another cow pen, because I do want to do that. I just do. So anyhow, I did add in a mod, or a couple of mods, actually. First, let's go over to... Now the tank we have that we're transporting, like our big tank, is the Lizard MKS. Where's it at? Is it even in here? It might be under animals, actually. Let's go. No, that's not the one we're using. This guy, this is what we have. So 52,000 liters, 70 grand, holds all that, including lime and solid fertilizer. So the one I added in, because I don't think this one has hitch at the back. Yeah, I don't see a hitch in the back. So 52,000 liters is great. But I did add in, well, you probably saw it in there. Where are we going here? Over here, all the way to the end. I added in this guy because we could haul this guy 40,000, and only 40,000, and then this guy can hook up to the back. That's going to be more expensive in the long run to do that, but if we could haul 2 of those at a time chained together, that's 80,000 liters. So it's working our way up. And then if we wanted to do 3 together, I mean 120 and so on. So we can haul more faster. It may not matter as much since the BJ is a lot closer to the farm now, but this thing has been an absolute blessing to own that thing. That thing is amazing. That spreader, I love that spreader just because of how much capacity it has. But yeah, so and what was else the other thing? Horses are doing fine as well. They're for subscriber contract. Hopefully it gets finished eventually. But as far as everything goes, we do need to get them some more TMR. I fed chickens, yeah, recently. Yeah, okay, everything's good except for I think cows. I mean, they're doing fine. I think we used all the TMR actually that we had, because that's chaff, right? Yeah, because that's TMR. So I need to make some more TMR. The way I want to do it, I think, is get. So I don't think I want to use a mixer anymore. Well, I'm either going to use the mixer that we have and just pull it under our multi-fruit silo and fill things from there and mix it from there. So essentially just take all of our straw that we have and put it in there and start doing loose products like that. Or I still think I want to do loose regardless of what we're going to do. But the other way I'm thinking about going about it is... yeah, we're going to have to do an RO, that's fine. Thinking about going about it is doing one of those, because there's so many options now. A bunch came out recently of different like TMR mixing silos that mix it for you. So I might take a look at doing one of those, but we'll kind of play it by ear and see. I'm gonna adjust the mic real quick. It's hitting up into the red a little bit. Let me just, there, we'll try that for a bit. So hopefully it's not as bad. I don't know, not drastically changing it though, so we'll see. But yep, so that's where we're sitting at. We'll do some roleplay, probably not today in game. We'll probably go do some of that tomorrow. Several new additions to housing projects, if you know what I mean. I think I also want to work on maybe extending the highways out. Maybe not this episode, but I want to do that at some point, get some more of the roadways going. Maybe we'll get hired to do that at some point, or not. We'll see. But yeah, so today, the main thing we want to get done today is cotton. I want to do cotton. I haven't done cotton ever, I think, with you guys before. No, I haven't. I've never done cotton before. But I do want to do some cotton and make some good money off it, I think. So I'm hoping with all those fields we get a good yield, like more, like obviously it's gonna pay, or it should pay for the cotton harvester, no problem, but I want to get some really good yields off of those guys. So yeah, so we might end up selling our mixer wagon here, the Anderson. There's bigger ones out there, I found out. So I think that one holds, gosh, the Anderson, the one we have holds 23, that one holds 29. There's like a 40,000 liter one and some other ones in the mod hub that hold more. I think this is the one, yeah, 45,000. That was one I installed as well. That's in their option for us, 141. I mean, it's a fair amount more, but for 45,000 liters, that's a lot. But 141, I think we can get a silo for cheaper than that, or about that same price. We might as well do that and it'll have a higher capacity. So yeah, I do think that's what we're gonna end up going with eventually anyways. But anywho, where's our truck at? Oh, it's over there, probably getting loaded up. So what we got going on? He's working on weeding, he's doing fine. I'll get that planted with grass probably after we harvest this one, would be my guess, and then I'll get that taken care of. So yeah, I'm not too worried. It's not a super big priority. It's not like we need more grass immediately. So but yeah, we've kind of extended a lot of our land. I do want to get more land and do more field stuff. I think looking around, I think the next logical step is maybe 28 here. So I think buying 28 might be something we consider in this episode or coming up. That's actually, let's go do a little surveying here. We'll go into flight mode and we'll turn that on. We'll just go to 6 so we can go super fast. So we own this land up to, well, we own this through here. That's what I bought, right? 57, that's what I bought. So I don't own this chunk here. So we don't own this, but we could buy that easily. But moving out to here, this goes out to, I mean, there's more forestry it has to be done, but it goes out to about, where are we, right here on this line. So we'd have this chunk of land here, which somehow feels smaller, but it's not obviously smaller, but so we have more land. So essentially we could make that field even bigger, make our long field even longer, which we probably will do. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to have just another short field at the end. So we'd probably extend that field to make it even longer. Eventually, I want to buy land to get up to this wall right here, and then kind of have a field that curves around kind of in here. Yeah, but all of our fields look at that farm layout. That thing looks fantastic. I'm pretty proud of the farm we've made, and we will clear the pigs out at some point. We'll sell them off. Our eggs, holy cow, we got a lot of eggs going on here too. Yeah, we'll be selling eggs probably in this episode too, it looks like, because overnight we'll be full there, no problem. So probably be selling some eggs. As far as other things animals have, actually, I want to take a look at that. Slurry, there's a lot of slurry there. We probably could sell a load of slurry and manure. There's actually quite a bit of manure there. Obviously, the sheep don't have any, but and how's their wool doing? I thought about something. I'm not going to do it on here because I don't think I'd like the way it looked, but I wonder if it would work if you place this with any placeable, or with the place anywhere on, and you placed it here in a way that it made it so it would automatically collect those into the barn. I bet you probably could do that. I haven't tried it or anything, but another thing too, as far as global company goes, like all of the different menus and various things and features of global company, I am going to do a tutorial guide on it series coming up here soon. So look forward to that. Let's go out of flight mode here and we'll turn that off. Perfect. Boom. All right, let's hop in this guy here. What do we have left in the silo? I think to split it up, so we have 70, and then what do we have in here for chaff? 86, so 70,000 here, so I need like 8,000 here. So 78,000-ish is what we want to go with. Yeah, right there. So we'll put this in one of the silos, and then we'll put the rest of it in another one. And then how much do we have in each of those right now? Okay, a lot of silage, so, but nothing right now as far as they're not producing anything, it looks like. Yeah, they're not doing anything right now. So yeah, we definitely need to get these guys loaded up immediately. So I'll get them loaded up real quick. That's what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get them loaded up, and then I'll probably, I don't know, then I'm going to start hauling, because we got the weeding done. So essentially that's all I have. We all really have left to do to keep going here is we have, I just need to transport the sugar beets here, and I'm either going to, well, what was the price on that one at the, what's the best price for sugar beets? Is it still the BGA? BGA. Yeah, there's 2 BGAs here. I think I can sell the other one actually off now because I got all the digestate out of it. So yeah, 341 is definitely better than 287, but 404 for potatoes is pretty good. 264 for sugarcane has the potential to pass that next time we do sugarcane, so that'll be kind of cool if we can get better than that. So I'm going to sell all the sugar beets we have, which is 463,000 liters at the BGA, as well as multiple truckloads of silage, and we're going to get a huge payout tonight. It's 4 o'clock now, or almost 4 o'clock in game now, so we'll get a huge payout from that. But that is kind of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put chaff in there, and then go back, get another load of chaff, put all the chaff that we have in there. Then I am going to transport all the sugar beets and everything else and what have you, and we'll go from there. So that's kind of where we're sitting. Yeah, any questions? No? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to work on that. I'll bring you guys back in at some point, and then yeah, I'll probably either bring you back in tomorrow morning. Yeah, honestly, it'll probably just be tomorrow morning. I'll let you know what we got from the BGA. And then tomorrow, there's rain on the forecast there. I don't know if we can harvest cotton in the rain or not. I can't remember. But yeah. So, oh, the buildings. There's a couple of buildings I thought about. Let me back up, actually get this guy unloading, because it takes a fair amount of time for it to unload. Perfect. So there's a couple of buildings I added in, some modded ones that came out kind of recently. I thought were pretty neat. So, all right, and I mean, I want to still maybe do some of this. I talked about that. We haven't even got. It's kind of gotten on the back burner doing some pellet pallets, but these buildings are neat. I like those. But this one here is pretty cool. Large 43.5. That's nothing. The large pole barn is pretty cool. It has a hayloft. I mean, but it's absolutely massive. So like it would probably go in this space here. I mean, this large machine hall is fairly large too. We could do a couple of these here. I like that one because it has a lot of ability to drive through it, I think. The warehouse is also massive and pretty cool. So I don't know. I'll look at some of those. Steel construction hall. We can't afford that. One's so expensive, so we may not end up doing that one. But that one's 80 or 45. That one's 35. Those are the same thing. Pretty sure. I don't know. They're different a little bit, maybe. Okay. So yeah, I do want to do some more sheds. I'm thinking about maybe just doing a couple of these guys, maybe like here and here. So I don't know. And we have the space over here, but this is going to be for machinery. So we're going to start kind of readapting some of this land and getting it set up to do kind of some machinery stuff and getting it kind of cleared out for that, because this is going to be some of our farm storage. And maybe what I'll do is probably, because I don't think I installed any of the TMR silos yet, like the mixing silos. Those are multi-fruits. I do want to get like a super big multi-fruit silo at some point, but I might move some of our buildings even over to, let's see here. Yeah, I might end up moving some of our buildings over to that space over there. So a lot of these sheds I'll keep here, but that one right in the, I don't know. I might just keep all of these and just kind of expand from there, but I don't know, we'll kind of play it by ear. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go or what it's going to look like, but I'll bring you guys in for that if we do any upgrades to that. So yeah, this is kind of where we're sitting now. You know what I'm going to get done, so I'm going to get that done, and I'll bring you guys back in tomorrow morning. All right, folks, so it is not tomorrow morning, but it has started raining, I guess, first off, but I have made a purchase. Look at this bad boy right here. So this thing is, let's go over and look at it here. It's under the Gator Pack. It's this guy, the FC Special Edition Tanker Trailer. Thank you, Quiet Hitman, Kyle. So holds all this stuff. Did we need it? No, but we're out of fuel at the farm, and I thought this would be a fun trailer to use. So I bought it because I wanted it, darn it, and I wanted to have another reason to use the Gator. So there you have it. We have this, and of course, when we get fuel, I've also been redoing my, oh boy, that was close, redoing my auto drive tracks to meet up with the new BGA and to go for the highway, not for the dirt track that we had before. But of course, we're gonna go to Terry's store here to buy our fuel. This will take probably forever to fill up, just because, yeah, this is how it is. Oh, we bought for, there it goes. Yeah, this might take a bit. So, we'll leave that going. Yep, still draining. So that's gonna take, I mean, a while. But anyhow, I'm gonna let that fill up. Where are we at? Oh, stuff grew up a little bit more. Perfect. The Hulk. I sold one load of sugar beets so far, just because I was updating the auto drive route at the same time as I was doing that. But yeah, just a quick update. I thought I'd share that we're buying that. Where is it at? Why? I don't know why it doesn't keep it on it, but it doesn't. So I guess whatever. There we go. 278. So many sugar beets. So many of them. But yeah, and again, I can't use that trailer for the sugar beets, the sugarcane trailer. They're the yellow ones. It doesn't do sugar beets, but I can use our other trailer. So I'm doing this for sugar beets, and then when I switch to silage, I will use that because it'll be easier to haul the silage out of the silos there. And actually, we don't have any silage in storage, right? No, we don't. So I'm actually probably going to keep probably 70,000 liters of silage just for our cows. Yeah, I'll probably hold on to 70,000 liters, but the rest I'll sell. I think we have like 300,000 liters here, so most of it is going to end up getting sold. No, I don't want to go that way. That was just terrible. I normally cut right before the shed, but this time I decided to go this way, which now means I need to go all the way around. But oh boy. Anyhow, yeah, that's what I got for you. Just a quick update. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Good morning, everyone. It is morning on the farm. We have our money's gone up quite a bit. We got $381,000 from the BGA. But I will say, looking at this, cotton's getting close there, but these two still have some growth states to go. Is it still on normal? Yeah, okay, well, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Hopefully we get it today. I want to get it today. Sugarcane's getting close as well. We should probably be able to do sugarcane later today, but yeah, or we should be able to do grass, I would think, this evening. But actually, our trees, are they? I'm gonna go look at our trees real quick. I know, stand by. Let's go over here and take a look. Are they good to go? I think, is that the tallest they get? Can't. No, I'm sure they have another growth state after that. I'm sure they do. Yeah, they do. They have another growth state after that. So trees are getting close, but not quite there, because they should get to a point where we can get 4 8-meter logs out of each one. Oh, actually, we might have some wool sitting out here we probably should deal with. This is getting pretty full, too, actually. 34,000 liters of wool. That's a lot of wool. It's not full yet. We might actually do more sheep. I mean, sheep are easy, very low maintenance things. Let's get some of these guys cleared out. Perfect. That thing's not flopping around like it did before. Remember that episode? Was it the last episode? I can't remember if it was episode 59 or 58 or whatever episode it was, but all right, let's get those guys in there. We'll go grab the other one real quick. Yeah, definitely still want to do cotton this episode, but I just might be later than I thought. We'll see if I do. I'm thinking of whether or not I want to do the police role play while we're waiting for the cotton, like maybe or do a shift today. That might make sense, just because I don't think we have really a whole lot else to do. Because thinking about we need to sell some cows. So I need to sell 4 cows. The horses are close. They got 2 more days, it looks like. But they're fine, really. I mean, they're a little low on straw, but yeah, I don't know. There's not really a whole lot to be done with the animals. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess we'll probably sell 4 cows. We'll probably sell some pigs today as well. Probably end up selling 20 of them today. But I'll just start with 10 maybe. So I'll sell 10 pigs, I think, take a load of those down, and then take a couple loads of cows down. So yeah, we got 4 cows out of here, and we'll get some pigs out of here. 10 pigs, 4 cows. That's what I'll sell. So that'll set our money up a little bit more, but yeah, I'm not sure what else we got going on. We don't have any other bales over here, do we? Yeah, we used them all up. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. That's That's all I got going on. Just kind of waiting for that. There's not a whole lot else to do around the farm, really. I mean, we could look at some of the stuff out here, but I'm not sure. So I'm not sure what I want to use our money for yet. I might just want to save up some of our money. Maybe wait a little bit too and see what we get from the cotton harvest. Because what's cotton pricing looking at? I mean, if we get 3,300 bucks per 1,000 liters, it's pretty good there. So we'll probably end up selling it for that. But if not more, if that goes up. But yeah, eggs are probably actually full too. We could probably sell them there once that tops out. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Actually, I keep forgetting to empty out the potato guy here. It's been full for a little while, but it's fine. It doesn't really cost us a whole lot. We have a lot of potatoes now. Makes me want to kind of grow potatoes now that we have that good sell point for them. Because actually selling them for $400 per 1,000 liters is actually a pretty good price. We have all these we could use in a planter that we lease. So planting them wouldn't cost too much. So maybe we'll do some potatoes. And there's a couple of modded harvesters, like some ones that kind of just chuck the potatoes in the ground that we could use as well. Yeah, this guy's full. All right, well, we're gonna, oh yeah, and there's lots of eggs down there. So we're gonna sell this as well today. Yeah, we'll do that. So, oh, I saw that up there. I thought that was dark green, but it's not, just in the tan area. But yeah, so that's what we got going on, I think. I think we'll sell 4 cows, 10 pigs, and all of our eggs here. And then we're kind of just gonna have to wait until some more stuff happens. We might do role play before the cotton harvest starts, but I don't know, we'll play by ear. So I'll see you guys in a bit. That's what I'm gonna work on doing. I'm gonna get the eggs sold off once that tops out. Yeah, so once that tops out, I'll get the eggs sold off. That's kind of where we're sitting, and I'll sell those animals. So yeah, I'll see you guys later on today. All right, so a couple updates here. I sold the 10 pigs for 10,000, sold 4 cows for 8,000, and then we got 66,000 for eggs. So we're sitting 578,000, I think. Oh, I guess it's gonna autosave. Give it a second. So yep, still waiting. This cotton here is ready to go, but the rest is not. And the sugarcane's not quite there, nor is the grass. So there's nothing farming wise to do. Yeah, all I really did was wait for the egg price to top out and sold off the eggs. So I think when we do our next round of fields, I think I want to do, oh goodness, I don't even know. I think I want to do corn on a couple of them for more silage, which I know is just wild, but I think since our silage fermenters are getting close to caught up, maybe do a couple fields, like maybe this one and this one silage, and then maybe do potatoes here. Or you know what, maybe it'll probably be maybe corn, and then potatoes up here, because I think I'll do a field of potatoes. We haven't done a ton of potatoes, but I think we can do a big field like this of potatoes, and I think that'll be fine. So I might do that. And I don't know if it's added in here yet, but under potato technology, but there is a, no, okay. I could use one of these, which I might, but I'm thinking about a different harvester that I might work. Well, we'll probably end up just leasing this guy to plant. That'll be fine for us to do it. So we'll just put potatoes in there and get that one going, because that one's going to be a lot more to lease. That one's not going to be too much. Yeah, $1,000 to lease. Even if we use it for 2 hours, you know, it's less than $2,000 still. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing, which might be towards the end of this episode, but we'll kind of see. But right now, we're going to head in and do some police work, I think. So I guess there's a lot of people out at the lakes. It's nice out today, a little cloudy, but otherwise it's pretty nice out today. There's a lot of people out at the market, so we're gonna go walk around, talk to some people, and kind of see what happens. So that is our plan right now, and then we'll also take a look once after we get done with briefing and everything. So I do have a little meeting before work at 10:30, and then at 11 we will start work. So once we get into town, we will go ahead and yeah, we'll go to the station, I'll go to my meeting, and then we'll go from there. So this thing on the highway, oh man. So police roleplay should be significantly better today, hopefully. I am going to revamp it, I think, to try to do some more with the call screen and different stuff like that, and try to add some of that stuff back in and around, but it still might be a little time before that happens. So we're actually going to take this exit. It's probably a little bit quicker to get to the PD. Yeah. Whew, going a little fast in town. I love how if I haven't driven this thing in a while, I forget how fast it accelerates. Alright, I'm actually going to leave it running because it's going to be warm out here today, so I'm going to want that AC running in there to keep the car cool. So, All right, so I'm gonna go to my meeting, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so my meeting is over. I put the call screen up there. We are gonna be 10:08 here in just a half a second. Oh, I'm going really fast. Let me turn that off. Just so I could walk around, update the map, and do some different things. So, car must have shut off. I think it's because I wandered too far away. Oh boy. All right, anyhow. So that's actually, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna drive around to the neighborhood, the front entrance over here, and we're gonna take a look at a couple of new houses that we have. So yeah, and if I didn't do you, just remind me in the Discord if I forgot you for whatever reason. So we will keep going this way. All right, the Discord neighborhood here. So we got a couple of people right off the bat that were added that we have here. So LSPD farmer, here's your house right here. You have a lot of area to take care of. No, just kidding. I mentioned that because Red Turbo 66 said they didn't want a very big yard, and I think this is probably the smallest yard. Just maybe part of this section here and this little portion back here, maybe, if that. So yeah, hopefully that's good for you. Let me see who else I have on here. Then Clark Bar's house, I believe, is right. Is it here? Yes, Clark Bar 86, Red Turbo 66, Clark Bar 86. There we go. Lots of sixes, but here's your house here. So hopefully those work out for you. And then J. Robin wanted a red house and then commented to change it, but I gave him the red house because I think he was responding to my saying there's no more red houses, and that's because he got the last one. So boom, right there, there's J. Robin's house. Perfect. Another update too, I better not speed too fast in the neighborhood here. So just around here, the neighborhood now has a basketball court and a park. I also put the rock wall up so it looks a little bit better in the background. So yeah, that section is done. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the neighborhood's turning out. So we still have plenty of houses left. No more red ones, but plenty of other colors and different things. So I think we have probably 20 or so houses, if not more, left. But I got a couple another update as well. In regards to everything. Should be a stop sign here probably, but regardless, I tried to smooth this hill out a little bit more, so I think it's better if we gun it. We're still going to get air in some spots, but it's definitely not as bad, so that is much better. I ran that stop sign, just ignore it, it's fine. So, and I hit that stop sign. I ran that one, hit that one, just a bunch of garbage there. So the next thing to show you guys is going to be right in here. So this is the Shanty Boys Map Creations Estates, if you will. This is their estates, their section of housing here. So I did some premium work here. I put some lights even in here. So we're going to open that gate up. So this is going to have, so there's 4 modders that are in that group, and they're the ones that gave me early access to their last map. So fantastic. I appreciate them for doing that. And I believe it was Matt that asked for a house next to Mr. T-Bone 39. So I have a couple houses in here we'll tour. So this is Matt's house here on the left. Then we have Mr. T-Bone 39's house here. And again, I can't put numbers on the signs. Then over here, the other guys, AV Logging and Ubrion Logging, which are also part of the Shanty Boys map creation. I figured I might as well give them a house as well. So here we are. This is the Shanty Boys map creations estate. So it's actually really nice. I want to have a house in the same neighborhood here, so I put lots of different decorative trees in because I figure, I mean, they're logging people, so they like that. They have a barbecue pit out here, a little gazebo, a fire pit out here for them to use, and then yeah, just some more stuff in here. I didn't want to put a connection out here. I figured I'd just kind of keep it private with some bushes. So picnic tables around the back of these 2 houses here. There's a little bit of trees that I didn't ever take out before landscaping. Yeah, then back here you got a firewood. So perfect. That just kind of goes down to nothing, but yeah, more decorative trees and whatnot. So yeah, I figured this would be nice to give them a nice little area back here. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I spent a bit of time working on it, so I'm pretty happy with how this whole placeable neighborhood. If we actually, it looks really cool from above. So let's go ahead and just take a look at it real quick. So I mean, there's the whole town, which all of that and the farm in the distance, all this looks super cool. But regardless of everything off in the distance there, this section Look at that. That looks like a just beautiful neighborhood. I mean, they hopefully shouldn't fall off the cliff there. They can avoid that, but it does look like a nice little area. Like it quite a bit. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'll go down here, if I'll even get rid of these trees or what I'll end up doing with all of it down here. But there's a lot of trees in here. Police station's here. Oop. But yeah, so I put that in there. They have a nice little area. Shoot, they might just take over this logging area. I might let them just work on logging that for us anyhow. But yeah, so I gave them a nice little neighborhood. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Sorry, I'm just really proud of my work there, guys. It's one of my better neighborhoods I think I've ever made. But yeah, so there is that. All right, well, we will back in the patrol car. And let me go and turn off our... that. Yes, okay, perfect. I probably don't need that up on the screen. But yeah, we'll come out here. I will stop here. Get their gate closed for them. Perfect. Fantastic. All right. Well, there is that. And there's actually one other thing I added into the town as well. So we'll go take a look at that real quick. So I'm not sure, again, what I'm going to do here at this space yet. Ooh, that was close. They almost went into the Taco Bell drive-thru from above. Oh, sorry. Stop sign ran you there. But yeah, we'll head out this way. I'm pretty happy with how the town's turning out. Oh, I sold off the old BGA, so it shouldn't be in the menu anymore, which is nice. We got rid of that. We'll go look at that real quick. I'll show you. I didn't sell the office off. I'm not sure what I'm going to use that space for. Any ideas for add-ons to the town? Just let me know down in the comments. I'm still taking add-ons, still adding stuff in and doing different stuff and trying to be as creative as possible. But here's where the old... oh, I need to sell off the silo display sign. But otherwise, it's empty here. So... yep, this section's good to go. All right, we'll head across over here this way to go take a look. Oh, actually, before we, well, we'll go look at that in a second as well. But so we'll go look at this real quick, and then we'll go around the roundabout here. So right there ahead of us is the Agras land trade. So I figured it'd be a nice, just a little sell point off the highway here. So it's actually a little too close to the highway, so I might adjust it. But yeah, it also connects up to the county road there, so fantastic. There's different things and what have you. This is the sell point. There's a buy point as well, so I think this is just a sell point as far as my understanding is. But one other thing I wanted to take a look at over here in the neighborhood. We'll just floor it to get there real quick. Oh, of course, if you floor it, you got to be ready to stop. So Evil Clown, this is the this is the road name that I kept forgetting to look up in comments. This is Copper Lane here. So there you have it. There'll still be more updates to different things. A couple of you have commented some road names that I am going to put in. I just actually kind of honestly forgot. So I'll put those in at some point soon here. But Copper Lane, that was Evil Clown's idea. So that is on there now, which is fantastic. And another thing too, Michelle C commented this a while ago. She asked me, why am I doing a farming simulator channel? And why do I talk about police stuff? Well, the police stuff is because I'm pretty obviously passionate about my job. I enjoy what I do for a living. I'm honored that I get to go to work as a police officer and I have the capability to do that, and I get to serve my community in that capacity. And important things for me as a police officer. Some of this I went into it with, and some of this is stuff that I've gotten better at and learned more about, is kind of being more understanding of people that come from different backgrounds and everything like that. Just, I know some people I arrest are less fortunate or have less stuff in their background than I did necessarily, less opportunities. Not that I was ever mean to anyone, but I just, I kind of have stopped. When I first started as a police officer, I think it was, and I haven't been a police officer for very long. When I first started, I think a lot of what I did was just kind of business. Like I just kind of did what I needed to do. I was proactive. I did lots of stuff, and but it's just every business. Like, yep, I'm sorry. You did this, so I have to do this. Kind of like you committed this crime, so I am going to have to take this enforcement action because that's what we just do. So now I've kind of been more compassionate, I think, with people of all kind of walks of life. I think I've been getting better at that and doing that more and trying to be more cognizant, I can't say that word. Cognizant, I think is the word I'm looking for, of just kind of stuff like that. But yeah, so stuff like that. And why Farming Simulator? This is my favorite game by far. I play lots of other games. I haven't done a lot of gameplay since I've been doing Farming Simulator stuff, but it is one of my favorite games by far. Oh, I also added this in too. It's because when I would pull in, let's drift around there. This thing drifts really well. So when you pull in here with a truck, it's kind of hard to, well, you can't really flip around like this in a truck. So to head back down this dirt road. So I put this in so you could come around here. This is fun to do too. But anyhow, so I put that in there so I could just turn around a little bit easier. But we are going to park right here, I think, and we're going to wait for some speeders to see if any speeders go by or anything like that. Perfect. So this is what we're going to hang out and we're going to do. We're going to wait and see if we can't find ourselves any speeders or anything like that. But yeah, so that's why Farming Simulator channel, why police stuff. So Michelle, I apologize, you commented that a while ago, and I apologize it took me until now to get it. But oh, also too, another note that I'll mention. A lot of people really enjoyed the, did I mention this already in this video? But anyhow, a lot of people really enjoyed the tire video I put out, the tire test. So I have a couple other videos that I'm going to do as far as that goes, since that one did well. There was a couple other tests that I wanted to do anyways, but I was going to see kind of if people even wanted to see it. But since that one did extraordinary, that was the most popular video I've ever had. In the first 24 hours, it had about 33,000 views, something like between 3,000 and 3,500 views in the first 24 hours of posting, which is incredible. That's the most views I've ever gotten on a video that fast. I do have a video that's up over 12 or 13,000 views, and I've got a few others that are in that kind of really high mark there. At least for me, that's a high mark. But yeah, and I think we're going to hit 2,000 subscribers soon. I mean, we're at 1997 subscribers as I am recording this. So we will hit we'll probably hit 2,000 here within the next day. Probably actually by the end of today. But anyhow, so yeah, I'm going to do a couple more tests and some different things that I'm thinking about doing. I'm also going to do a global company series. That's probably going to be, it's probably going to be a lot of videos, probably like 10 videos or so. And they're going to be not super long. Their goal is to be like between 10 and 20-minute videos that kind of talk about different parts of Global Company, a couple different mods in each one that I'll mention and go over that are kind of similar. Just so if you don't want to, if you're like, yeah, I only want to see how this one mod works, you only have to watch the one video versus having to watch, you know, a 3-hour video and everything about Global Company to see what you're looking for. So that's one thing, excuse me, that I'm going to look into doing. But yeah. All right, let's do some police work, guys. So I apologize for all that. That was a lot going on. I feel like I used my police work time to talk about some of that stuff. But let's do some police role play. Let's get into this. Let's look for some speeders. Let's do some traffic stops, stuff like that. And let's get ourselves going. So we're gonna hang out here until something happens. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. Oh, they're going fast. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a close one. I didn't rear them this time. You guys have to be proud of me. So they were going, so this road here is a 55, so they were going 70 in it. So I'm gonna go up there and contact him. Oh, a little laggy. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I'll go contact him. All right, so I contacted them. The other thing to note as well here, I'm gonna get some more RCWs up there. So yes, we have the speeding violation. The other violation we're looking at here, which we actually have 2 more violations. So first off, this car, when it was stopping, I noticed that it does not have a working center-mounted brake light. So in Washington, it is illegal to not have a center-mounted brake light. So I'm going to warn them for that. They're going to get a ticket for the speed because that was really fast. But I'm going to warn them for the center-mounted brake light, tell them to get that fixed. I'm also going to warn them for not having their license plate on their vehicle. They have to have a license plate on their vehicle. Now, I know that Richard is going to grill me for not having a license plate on my patrol car, but believe it or not, patrol cars are exempt from that rule, so I don't have to have a license plate on mine. And actually, in the state of Washington, you're required, if you're a Washington registered vehicle, or your state issues you 2 license plates, you're required to have a front one as well. So that's another violation to look at, but I don't really care too much about that. The important one's the rear one to me. Some states, I think, you're required to have the front one. And if you live in a state like this, let me know down in the comments, but where you're required to have a front one but not a rear one. Just blows my mind. But anyhow, the tabs for Washington are on the back, and the front one doesn't have tabs on it. But yeah, if you're a state that does tabs on both, that's awesome. I like that. But anyhow, so we're gonna write him a ticket for the speed, which the RCW pop up, as well as the other RCW. So let me just check him real quick to make sure he doesn't have any warrants or anything here. Oh, and I need to of course, put us on violation here. So there we go. We have that going for us. So yep, we are now on violation here. We'll go ahead and I'm checking his name here on my computer, make sure he doesn't have any warrants or anything like that, make sure his license is valid. All right, everything's looking good. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Okay, now let me write up this ticket here. So we have a special system to write our tickets on in Washington that all police officers in Washington use. So I'm going to go ahead and get that written up here real quick, type that all in. So that speeding ticket, I can't tell you the exact fine off the top of my head, but the 70 and a 55, so 15 over, and that's in the above 40 mile per hour zone. So they divide it in Washington into 2 zones as far as the fine value. So if the speed limit was under 40 miles per hour, then there's a specific fine category, and if it was over 40 miles per hour, it's a specific fine category. So essentially what that means is if you're going 15 over in a 25, that's worse than going 15 over in a 45, if that makes sense. So if the speed limit is essentially 35 miles per hour or less, because 40, but you get the idea. Anyhow, if it's a lower speed limit and you get a ticket, it's more expensive because it's a worse violation in the eyes of the Washington law, at least, as opposed to driving fast on like a highway, if that makes any sense. Hopefully I explained that. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will happily answer those questions. So I apologize. Clear as mud, I know. But yeah, and then we're going to warn him for the center mounted brake light, which would normally be a $139 ticket if I chose to write him. I've never written a ticket for that. I have warned people for it. I've never written a ticket before it, so I'm not going to start today, even virtually. And then the rear license plate, I'm trying to think if I've ever written a ticket for that. I rarely come across a vehicle that doesn't have a plate. Normally I come across vehicles that have expired tabs. That's much more common. But anyhow, so we're just going to warn him for that, since he has, we'll just say in this scenario, he has the plates in the car, he just hasn't put them on yet, so we'll warn him for that. But that would be a $139 ticket. So anyhow, we're going to warn him for those, and then if we stop him, you know, let's say we're out here and he's driving down this road, even if he's not speeding, and we notice he still hasn't fixed his center mounted brake light, you know, in 2 months from now, and we see the same car and he hasn't put his license plate on or something like that, then we'd probably start writing him tickets for those because he hasn't addressed those issues. But I try to give people plenty of time to do it. I've only written 2 equipment violation tickets in my life, in my career. I mean, my career hasn't been that long, and it's the one was a headlight ticket. It was because the person had been warned 3 times in the past 3 months by other officers, so I figured they weren't getting the message they need to replace the bulb. So I did issue them a ticket for it. And I explained that to them. They're like, okay, yep, I understand. So they were, I mean, maybe not fine with it, but they understood my reasoning. And then the other one was for a tail light, and it was the same principle. They'd been warned for it, I think 2 or 3 times in the past 6 months. So I gave them a ticket for that. I have written a front license plate ticket as well. It was because that person had been warned 6 times for having no front license plate. So I was like, well, you obviously haven't fixed it yet. So I gave them a ticket for that. That's the only ones I've written for those violations. I normally just warn people for those. I mean, most of my traffic stops are warnings anyways. But anyhow, let's give this guy his speeding ticket, warn him for there too. And that's another thing too. If I come up there and I'm handing someone a speeding ticket, sorry, that's Adobe has decided to have a notification right about now. Perfect. Anyhow, so if I write him a speeding ticket and I give him that ticket, if I say, hey, but I'm going to warn you for these other 2 violations, a lot of times they're like, okay, yep, you know, because I am trying to cut him a break. I'm not trying to just hammer him with everything. If I was, I'd be writing him a ticket for everything, because that's never my goal. The goal of traffic enforcement is not to hammer people. It's to educate people and take enforcement action on necessary violations, which I think the other 2 aren't maybe necessary. All right, let me give him this ticket here. Oop. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and head out here and head back over to our spot, and we'll keep watching for more speeders or any other violation or any concern we see. So let me go ahead and... Actually, I'll leave my lights on while I'm turning around on the highway here so we don't get hit. Don't hit him. That was close, pulling that guy over. We almost struck him there. So that was a close call there. All right, we'll actually just drive around this and turn around. There we go. I think I'm getting better at driving this. I mean, as I say that, I'll probably crash now. Probably not something I want to jinx myself with and crash the car. But okay, we'll hang out here. Oh, another thing with that. So the center brake light. So that's like this brake light here, essentially. Sometimes it's in the window, sometimes it's on the back, sometimes it's on there. Trucks have it up in the rear window usually, or up at the top of the window. But so the center brake light, this brake light right here, the reason that it's a law in Washington is because that actually prevents a lot of rear end collisions. So it actually prevents anywhere from 7 to 15% of rear-end collisions from happening every year. And the reason they know that, you're like, well, how do they know that? Is just comparing data from other states that don't have that regulation or other areas that don't have it, and comparing data from before they had center high mounted brake lights and stuff like that. So, and it could just be people are getting better at driving, but I frankly don't believe that just from the driving I've seen. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and clear us from our, let's go ahead and put us 10-8 there. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we'll hang out here and we'll wait for either a call or another speeder or anything like that. So see you guys in a bit. All right guys, so we're gonna head over to, there's a structure fire that just got called in, so like there's a trailer burning down here, someone's home, so we're gonna go ahead and head out to that. City 2 is not en route to our call, they're en route to a different call, so they're not gonna be responding. Fire is on their way as well as EMS, so they're en route as well. So, oh boy, oh no, I'd probably turn on the siren too, but yeah, I guess it's somewhere out here around. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's a pretty bad fire. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stay back here out of fire's way. So we're gonna go ahead and see if there's anyone near it, but I'm gonna go talk to, there's a group of people, looks like over here, so I'll make sure they're out of the way while we wait for fire. Okay, yep, okay, so everyone, it seems to be out of the way. I talked to them, everyone's out of their way, so we'll just have to wait for fire to get here. Hopefully they can fight it before it spreads any of their buildings. Looks like it should be far enough from there, but again, fire can spread pretty far if it gets going, but we're just gonna hold off and wait for fire to get here, and they're gonna do their work. So, oh yeah, that's pretty bad fire. Those things go up in flames. I've been to a couple fires with those. One of those I've been to a fire where one of those mobile home got called in as a fire, and by the time I got there, which was just a minute after it got called in, if that, it was already completely consumed. But yeah, fire's on their way here. Perfect. Medics are on their way too. Fantastic. Awesome, awesome. Yep, so they'll go get everything figured out. Looks like we're gonna let the fire guys do their thing, so fantastic. So, all right, well, I'll see you guys here in just a second while they're getting set up. All right, fire's fighting pretty good right now. They're starting to get some water put down on that. So, by the way, I have no idea how, I mean, I don't believe this is how they would fight this fire, but I'm not a firefighter, so I'm just gonna let it roll. This looks like the TV action version, if you will, of firefighters fighting fires. But yeah, so anyhow, they're going. I do like this truck's got the floodlights on there. This would be kind of cool to see how that would work at night. But yeah, so they're gonna fight that. We'll hang out. It sounds like one person had a minor burn. It sounds like talking to them, it was gonna be a kitchen fire, so nothing arson-wise or anything like that. So it doesn't sound like there's any criminal activity or anything like that. But yeah, so one of them's gonna get taken to the hospital by medics and get checked out. But yeah, otherwise, we're just going to hang out and make sure they get that fire. Well, I guess I can check us all on scene here. Let me go knock over and do that real quick here. All right. Actually, City 2 has already gotten back to the station, and we are on violation as well as fire. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, they're going to keep fighting it, so yeah, I don't know how long. We're probably going to be here for a bit, but that'd be at least what I would imagine, so... Looks like it's 1:40 in the afternoon, somewhere in there, so we'll see. On a side note, unrelated to fire, grass is ready to harvest. The cotton is still not all ready. I mean, that little section is, but we'll wait for the rest of it. So we will see. Today, I'd like to sell the rest of our silage too, but we'll look at that when we get back to the farm. So anyhow, everyone's safe. That's what matters, and it sounds like they're going to be able to prevent any further fires from happening. So we'll kind of hang out and wait and make sure they get the fire taken out. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in just a bit. All right, so they're able to get the fire out. It looks like the place in the inside is pretty much just gutted, but yeah, so it's no good. But so I didn't even know they had that building out here. But talking to, I guess, the farmer that owns the land here, the rancher that does the horses, I guess they put that up for some workers and their family to rent out while they're working on with their horses and stuff like that. So I was like, that's pretty nifty of them. But sad it caught fire like that. But anyhow, at least at the end of the day, one person was just had a minor injury, and no one died. So that's a good day as far as I'm concerned. You can replace property, you can't replace people. So anyhow, yeah, so I think we're gonna head back. We're gonna write up what we saw and everything as far as the fire goes, us responding, what we talked to, since police is gonna be kind of the investigative side of that and everything like that. But I didn't know this could close. I guess I probably knew that, but anyhow, sorry, side squirrel. But yeah, so we're gonna head back to the station and get our side written up, and then we're we're probably going to call it a shift at that. So I will see you guys here in just a bit at the station. All right, folks, we are good to go. It is almost 3 o'clock. So yeah, let's head back to the farm. So I'm looking at as far as how long I am into this recording for this episode, and I'm thinking we're definitely not gonna have enough time to do a cotton harvest for sure. So we're gonna head back to the farm. We'll talk about a couple of things and what's gonna happen in the next episode, and then yeah, so then we'll just obviously go from there. So we'll wait till we get out on the highway here, and then we'll be able to just open this baby up. But hopefully this episode went over a little bit better than the last one. I apologize for the last one. Lots of issues. Hopefully all this that I recorded is not going to have any... Ooh, probably shouldn't give someone a ticket earlier for doing that. I know it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so... yeah, hopefully the audio is fine on this one. I don't know yet until I edit it, but hopefully it's fine. If there's any audio issues, I do apologize, but hopefully it should be fine. But coming back to the farm here, sugarcane is ready to harvest. Grass is, as I mentioned, ready, and the cotton all around is ready to harvest. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to do a sugarcane harvest next episode, as well as a massive cotton harvest, and then we're going to get some more stuff repurposed. We're also probably going to look at, let's see, animals are doing fine. Chickens, we're going to sell some chickens here soon. They're almost full. They top out at 400, so we'll probably sell... what does our trailer hold? 90? We'll sell 90 chickens next episode. We'll probably end up selling another 10 pigs, at least probably 20 maybe. Hopefully we get these guys sold off soon. I mean, I'm just waiting for them to top out, but sheep are doing fine. Other than that, yeah, that's kind of where we're sitting. We're just gonna have to wait. Oh, let's take a look at, so we should have some silage in here. Yes. Okay, so 65,000 liters. What was that? Is that this one or the other one? 52. Okay, so we have about 110,000 liters of silage. I did put 70,000 liters in our... go over here in the silo. Well, I guess 69, whatever. Close enough. I put a 70,000 liter trailer. I don't know where the extra liter went, but anyhow, so let's get this guy parked up. We're gonna call it good, I think, at that point. Oh, I did put the fuel in there. We got 6,000 liters in there, and I've already burned through a bunch of it, but filling up all the tractors that were getting low. But I just put the whoops put the fuel trailer out there for the gator. I keep forgetting we have that flatbed, but anywho, I'll go ahead and back us into here, and perfect. Get that baby shut down. So yeah, that's what we're gonna start off with. We'll probably my guess is we'll be able to get all that done today. Yeah, I'm sure we can. It's only 3 o'clock, so we'll be able to get that done today. I'm not sure what, as far as repurposing, we'll get done tonight, but we should be able to get at least the harvest done in this day. So yeah, that's where we'll start off next episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, drop a like down below. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop, guys. Thank you for coming and watching.